Roboteers, stand by.
There's Judge Shred 2, the Leicester-based team. Alan Blakeman in the middle, his son Paul on the right. And Behemoth, the Pritchard boys. Again, it's Anthony in the middle at the controls. Kane Aston's with them. BSc in Computer Studies at Hearts University.
Activate.
Behemoth, a trundler. Judge Shred 2 is the quicker away. Indeed, he's just about the quicker robot. Get up to 7 miles an hour. Behemoth, the top speed of 6. Behemoth into the clutches of Dead Metal. Dead Metal drawing Behemoth back into the CPZ. Using great power to get away. There are 2 motors from a wheelchair gearbox powering Behemoth. And there's the front scoop in underneath Judge Shred 2. A little lick of flame on the back of Judge Shred 2. Being extinguished, though, in the air of the arena. Toppled! Over go Judge Shred 2. Now can they use their self-righting mechanism here? Very slowly, they're trying to get the axe to self-right. Well, they promised they had a Sreemec, and I don't think it's an effective one. And we are about to pass sentence on the judges. Well, the court of the Robot Wars arena says you will be taken hence to a place whence from thence you will be pitted by Sir Killalot. And that's very quickly, Judge Shred, you can right yourself. Oh, look at Killalot on the floor. It's so slow and deliberate, the punishment for the judges. Dead Metal clutches Judge Shred. There goes the saw, Bash and Killalot in there as well. Shunt wants a piece of the action. And all of a sudden, Judge Shred 2 looks minuscule, doesn't it? And weak and puny in the presence of the House Robots. Judges, we have the last laugh. And the full stop to our sentence is 9 for you. Crash from Shuntat in the soft underbelly. They begged, stole and borrowed parts for their machine. The judges, 3 holes. Oh, the judicial system of Robot Wars sees the scales of justice weighing heavily against the judges. They're out. Behemoth goes through.
Cease.
Where was the major damage caused for Judge Shred 2? Was it the fire, I wonder, burning out the electrics? We'll have to find out from the pits, but certainly Behemoth flipped them over. You see, there was no power in the self-running mechanism, and then the House Robots finally came in for the kill.
Well, an end to law and order for Judge Shred. The Behemoth boys are back, and they bounced through. Well, that's... I think you suit the wigs. In fact, I want to go with that one. Yeah, go on, give me a go with that, yes.
Great pulling, that.
Hey, hello. Well, you brought some sartorial elegance to proceedings, but unfortunately, that's about all you brought, really.
We want to go to a court appeal.
What happened? I mean, you were flipped over straight away, and
We haven't
your
got-
self-righting mechanism didn't seem to work, did it?
No. Well, there is that. But we had 4 motors in it. Because we're overweight, we had to take 2 out. So we haven't got any power, any pushing power.
Shouldn't have been overweight.
Well, there is that.
You've got to go for a lighter material next time.
Yeah,
Will there
that's
be a
right.
next time?
Oh, there certainly will.
Well, we see you then, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Shred. Have that wig back. How you doing? Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Well, I suppose that went according to plan, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Nicely over.
Well, you've gone very far in lots of these competitions, but you've never quite made it to the end.
No, we haven't. Hopefully, 3rd time lucky.
Is this year your year?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, we'll wait and see. Let's hear it for the Behemoth boys! Cheers, guys. Well done. Great wig.
Behemoth through to the heat final. Out go the judges. Next up, Exterminator 2 against Arnold A Terminegger. Can they create an upset, I wonder?
What happens, the top flips off, and we lost our kill switch. So it was upside down, we've got no power. So it was just dead, it was just 8
Nothing we
kilos
could
of
do.
scrap from then on.
Basically, Killalot grabbed us by there, held us in position, and Shunt, everybody else came in and started hacking us to pieces. We were bleeding. And this damage is basically from when it was on its top. Shunt stuck his axe through the bottom and went into this lot, and that's mangled it all. So that's why we couldn't do anything.
Roboteers, stand by.
So to our second heat semi-final with Exterminator, Marlon Pritchard, Paul Lewis and Simon Baldwin, up against Arnold Terminegger with Ian Inglis, son William and daughter Holly, the Loudwater Combined School in High Wycombe.
2, 1.
Young William and Holly, the tactical experts. William, he says, playing also a vital part for this team. He says he makes it look good. Arnold Terminegger on the defensive against Exterminator, our number 22 seeds. By far the bigger of the two robots, by far the heavier of the two robots, and very quick Exterminator, 25 miles an hour. If you're looking for a dark horse for this series of Robot Wars, well, maybe Exterminator. Who knows, though? This will be a major surprise and shock if Arnold Terminegger can pull off a victory here. Dead Metal comes out with the claws and the pincers. Arnold gets away. Exterminator on the attack with a great axe. He can use an interchangeable flipper as well there. Don't forget it has the scoop bucket too. And all the aggression early on from Exterminator against Ian, a project manager by trade. Loves his DIY. It took him 7 years to build a wall at home, by the way. Arnold Terminegger has flipped Exterminator! Will this be the surprise? No! Those side spike 3-net mechanisms came out. A change this year for Exterminator. That's why they could survive and come back to attack. Arnold once again. Exterminator driving away. That is not good technique. Exterminator team. Marlon Pritchard at the controls, but they come back on the attack again on Arnold. The axe to me doesn't look greatly powerful. Maybe the scoop weapon is more effective to flip at the front. You just saw it lifting up there. More of a scoop wedge than a bucket. Coming back on the attack though, Arnold Terminegger. Really showing a very good plucky display here. Arnold. The axe comes down rather flimsily. There's almost like a yapping jaw on the front of Terminegger. But now you can see the flashing eyes of Killalot. Terminegger getting away. It has a lifter, it has a self-righter, the chassis, don't forget, from a cold water storage tank. Also parts from a boat in there in Arnold. Well, they've come to grips with each other. I think Exterminator is in control of this little dance. Seems to be pushing Arnold around. Again, the axe comes down. Controls being used to, I think, steer away from trouble and take this to the judges. It will go to a judge's decision to see who beats Behemoth in the heat final. For me, it's Exterminator. We'll have to see some action again, though. Well, Marlon Pritchard and the Exterminator team, look at that, thinks it's close. Ian Inglis waits to see the decision. Exterminator first to attack, using the axe. Back came Arnold Terminegger with the flip. So Exterminator had the self-right. Then look at this drive into the CPZ. This could be the decisive moment.
The judge's decision is through, based on style, control, damage and aggression. And they've gone for Exterminator! Oh, well. Are you upset about that?
Not too much.
It was very close, wasn't it?
Yeah?
I mean, I wouldn't have liked to call that. I mean, last year you had a walker.
Yeah, we brought Miss Struts along.
Yeah, Miss Struts. But you've come up with a roller this year.
That's right.
And it's a fine one. It was touch and go who won that one.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun with the rollers compared to the walkers, because they're so much quicker and much more manoeuvrable.
How much can that lift?
Oh, it's hard to tell. It safely it can lift around 100 kilos, but you can go far in excess of that. But I think it made the chassis collapse up to about 600 kilos.
Right. Back again next year?
Yes.
A walker or a roller?
We have plans for a walker called Master Struts, and we're still keen on the rollers as well.
Brilliant. We'll love to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Arnold! Good fight. It was a very good fight. It was a good fight. They were quite. It was quite close, wasn't it?
It was.
I tell you what, though, lads, you've got Behemoth in the
Yeah.
in the final.
Tell us
The
about
Heat.
it.
And they're a tough robot.
Yeah. We haven't worked out what we're going to do yet.
No strategy yet.
Not yet.
I reckon fingers crossed, lads. Fingers crossed.
Everything crossed.
Cross it all.
Let's hear it for Exterminator! Cheers, guys.
Oh, Arnold, they've gone out, leaving the 2 seeds in the Heat final. Behemoth against Exterminator 2. This is going to be a very tough, tight battle, I think.